Right then, I think we're back. I apologise greatly for the disruption to the service, but not much I could do apart from just completely shut it down and open it again. We'll wait for him to do another lap. I mean, in the meantime, while we've been away, no one's been able to beat Lemons' time for 28.1. Geekin's gone 28.3, Jacob 28.5, so's Imri. He's still on that 28.5, he's trying to go again. Pope is on a 28.5 as well on his return. I haven't seen that name for a while. We'll have to see if Imri can make any inroads on that time. He's coming through the end of Sector 1 now then. And he's only 1,000th up. Pretty much identical first sectors there from Imri then. We'll have to see if his middle sector is any better at all. Let's find out then. Exited turn 10. Nicely done for Imri. Runs down past what is the support paddock when Formula 1 comes to town. Just over, as well, over the top of the tunnel into the track. Imri middle sector. Just about a 10th up through there. I mean, he'll want to find a nice chunk of time. He's gone very wide in turn 13. Will he be able to keep it valid? Will the game allow him to? Yes, it does. He's a lucky boy. He's got 2 more corners to go, but will he still be improving? I'm not too sure. Takes a nice line through the Evanage on the last lap, though. Love to see. He's going to finish the lap time. And Imri is going to set a 1:28.3 improvement. That's P3 then here. Have a look at Wardy, who's just about to finish his run. His first run of the second stop, 28.7. He'll hope to have some more time than that. Next up is Bad. On a medium compound tyre. Let's see if he can do any improvements here. Behind Watson, but he goes through 29.4 on a medium tyre, but then to go again on a soft. Geekin's on that out lap. We have a look at Pope, who looks to be on a run here. He's currently down in P5. We'll see if he can improve. Don't know if he's actually been to the pit lane. He's a couple of tenths down. Ethan's on that boat. Currently sitting in P6. We'll find out if he can make any more inroads into the top 5. Middle sector split for Ethan. Puts him only 4,000th down, so it's pretty even there for him. Let's find out then. Final corner for Ethan. Front nose in. Rear end out. Nicely done for Ethan. And he's going to run to the line with the DRS wide open. Time is... Oh, we can only improve to a 28.6. He found some time in that final sector. We'll look back for Peter. He's about to come to the middle sector split now, but it's not looking too rapid. 8.1 for him. Looks like there's a lot of time on the table as he's going to come to the final turn. Hope his teammates can feed him. And he's going to stay well out of the way. He's going to line now for his open lap and he's going to be 12. Yeah, 12. 30.3 for the Haas driver. He'll hope that there's time to find for him. Pope is just pounding around on some laps. As Lemons has gone even quicker, 28 flat. Oh, he's not catching that. He has gone quicker. In front of Pope is Jacob, whose middle sector split is half a tenth down. Oh, he's gone a bit wide there. He's kept it valid, though. God only knows how. Sorcery around that corner at 10:13, but can he work up some magic in this final corner? No, he can't. It's coming into the pit lane. Coming to pit road. Geekin middle sector split. Can he find any time in that middle sector? Yes, he can. Half a tenth up through there. So he comes through turn 13. Nicely done through there. To the line then for Geekin. Can he try and challenge Lemons? Happy with that final sector pin for him. Not ideal, but it's still a 28, just about a 28 too. Just sneaking inside that time. We've got Legends on a lap then next. Well, he's not next actually, it's Lemons, but I think Lemons is on an in lap. We'll keep on board with. Middle sector split. Does he slow down now? No, he hasn't. He's a quarter of a second off. But he is. Oh, as he goes, slides wide. He'll hope to have kept the lap in check. But there's no guarantees that he has. Let's find out then. Round the final corner. Well, halfway around the final corner. Not quite fully around the final corner. We'll run with Smoking Cheese. As he is on the lap, currently P9. Of course, two-time champion Smoking Cheese. Not the greatest of seasons, but he'll be hoping for a nice display near the end of this season. He's a tenth and a half up through the middle sector, hoping maybe to try and go. P8 looks like a bit of a cap here, unless he can find a nice, decent chunk in the final sector. Final corner, turn 14 for Smoking Cheese, just flowing through that in that Ferrari car towards the line. P9 currently, and P8 is where he goes. Not far behind Morty though. 28.76 or 28.78. Bit of a lull behind now. We'll wait for anyone else to come across the line. Imri might be on another run, and he is indeed. He's 600ths up in that first sector. He turns into turn 8, got the car out of there. I think he got it out there nicely, but you can't really tell from that camera angle. Into 9 and 10 then. Front nose turned in, rear end all onto that exit curve. It's not the ideal line, but he'll hope to have kept it in the kept the lap in the green. Turning points for the number 2 Williams car as he climbs the hill out of turn 11. Through turn 12, the hill continues to appear in front of you before the middle sector split. And he's lost all that time. He's 42 thousandths down, but he's taken a much nicer line through turn 13. And that might help him find those hundredths that he needs to improve a little bit more. Final corner then for Imri. Can he keep this all rolling along? He'll hope so. To the line. Oh, he's not going to come into the pit lane. I don't know if he's going to have enough time to come in and come out again. I think that's the plan. Whether that's going to work or not is another story. If Smoking Cheese is not on the lap, the next man is indeed Ethan. And he's going to cut the timing beam for the first sector now, and he's half a tenth up. He has got, I think that's Jaden behind him. Jaden behind him, who has joined. Tommy as well, I think, joined. He's retired from the session. So we have got 19 drivers for this race. Ethan will find turn 11 between him and the middle sector split. Turn 12 as well. Turn 12 is flat out, especially in these modern day Formula 1 cars. Imri has retired from the session. And Ethan has lost a few thousandths in that middle sector, but he's still on track to improve. He might try and find a little bit more to beat Pope to P5. Find out as he runs to the line. Ethan, a man who presumably was born in 2005, goes 1,000th behind Jakob. Oh, there's not much in that at all. Goodness me, that's close. Fuad runs to the line, but I don't think he's on a run here. We'll run with... Oh, Jaden didn't set a lap time. It's 1:30.1, but he's got a full battery of ERS pretty much. We'll run on board with it. The final laps are beginning to get underway. He gets out of turn 4 a little bit gingerly. First sector split. He's 3.5 tenths up, granted. That'll be a little bit irrelevant by the end because he's 2 seconds down where he goes to by the end of the session. Turns into turn 8. Got a nice angle. Then into 9 and 10. Keep the car rotated. Nicely done there for Jade. Great exit. Let's find out. Turn 11. Right around there nicely. And then coming up to turn 12. Middle sector's going to be important. What's the time going to be? 6.8, that's not bad. It's a second upwards. The flag flies then. I mean, we've got one of the Ferraris who won't be improving on their laps coming towards the final corner with us here. They won't get in Jaden's way. I know we've got Ethan as well who won't be improving. But let's see where Jaden can go. Final lap for him. He goes P6, 28.551. He finishes his run. I think the next man is Fuad. He's a long way down, he won't be improving at all. Geekin, one of the contenders for pole, might try and snatch it at the death. We'll find out if he can. To the line, he might just have it. Oh, not quite, but he does improve to a 28.1. Lemons is next, he's improving by even more. 27.7 for him, the champion really putting his foot down. Jakob can't, well, he goes to 28.4. He does improve somewhat. Hope is improving by a massive chunk, and he goes fastest at the end here. Oh, not quite, but it's a 27.8, it's close. We look back for Michelle, who's improving by 4 tenths here. Can he put it into the top 6? Yes, he can, 28.5, just about. We've then got the 2 Alpines. It's C110B Fan, who's going to be the first of the 2 across the line. Where can he slot himself? P4, 28.2 before his teammate Wardy, who's a long way down. Watson's improving on a lap that he can only stay P15. And that is the end of the qualifying section. So Lemons at the end was run close by Pope, but they are the only 2 in 1 minute 27. Skeekin and Fan 3-4, and then come the rest. What a setup for a race here in Bahrain. Should always 11th. There are your qualifying results. Top 11 within the second of Lemons as he goes fastest again. Pope second, Geekin third, Fan fourth, and Imri fifth. Jakob, Michelle, Ethan, Jaden, and Wardy round out your top 10 with Cheese, Legend, Fuad, Peter, Watson, Fuzzy Fox, Fjord, Tommy, and Bull Beast will round out the grid for the 19 drivers here this evening. I'll be back in a couple of minutes for the start of this race. Make sure you don't go anywhere because the race at Bahrain will always provide. But I'll see you in a couple of minutes when we get underway for this Bahrain Grand Prix. Right then, welcome back to Bahrain for the start of this race in TORL. We've only got a few seconds left on the clock before we get going for this one. But here we go, the timer ticks to 0 and we're getting ready to get going here in Bahrain. 29 laps of this race as the 5 red lights come on here at the start of a very exciting race. The lights are gone and we're away. Looks like it's a good enough start from Lemons, and Geekin looks like he's got a nice jump on the back of Pope. Oh, there's a bit of wing already flying off where anyone gets into turn 1. Geekin to the inside maybe of Lemons. He's going for it. Oh my word, contact in turn 1. Loads of cars off. Absolutely loads of cars. Wardy has got a time penalty as so many cars try and find their way through. Fuad and Legends. Oh, spin from Peter on the exit of turn 3. There's absolute chaos at the start of this race. Meanwhile, for the lead, Geekin and Lemons. Geekin to the inside of turn 4, and he's got the move done on the medium tyre. He's got the he's got the softer compound of tyre than Lemons off of the line, and he's taking full advantage of it as he comes into the lead. Meanwhile, further back, they're still finding out too wide as Tommy goes around the outside of Watson for P9. Bullbeast to the inside. Bullbeast started in P19. He's now P7. Incredible start for him. He's actually, if anything, benefited from starting right at the back. Let's see, he's going to try and keep the position on Legends, and he will do as he gets the better exit out of the corner. But what a start there. I mean, the front two have got a massive lead compared to the rest. I mean, we've got some cars further back who will have some wing damage. I mean, Wardy, Imri, Pope as well down there. Absolutely abhorrent starts for them. They're going to be absolutely... not gutted, but they're, well, probably gutted to be fair with the start they've had. Bullbeast now making a move on Smoking Cheese, and he's gone from 19th to 6th in the space of 2 sectors here. It's an incredible effort. Smoking Cheese is the driver with only half a wing, and he won't fight this one into turn 14, which is lucky, to be fair. But as they come to the end turn of lap 1, Geekin has opened a nice lead on Lemons, who's opened a nice gap on Yaka, but behind that, it's a little bit of a melee. Into the pit lane comes Legends, and following him is Wardy. Fuzzy Fox isn't coming in, however, as we have Peter and Pope, who also will find themselves into the pit lane. Oh, Spinner, oh, it's Fan off the track, and Watson as well. It's a bit of a hectic start to this race. We're only on lap 2. We're on lap 2 at 29, and a lot can happen in this race. A lot of split on the strategy. And turn 10. I mean, obviously those medium tyres will have an advantage, particularly at the opening of this race. Bullbeast trying to find a move past Fuad. He's going to try and go on the outside of 11. That's ambitious, but he might have a nose into the inside of 12. Little bit of contact. Oh, rear end disappeared as well. That wouldn't have felt pleasant for him there at all. But he is up into P6. He's challenging for P5. And just that very fact is going to please him into turn 14 as he goes faster than Lemons on this lap. 31.9, faster than anybody here, as of course enabled this time around, but without it, Bullbeast might still try and come past towards turn 1. Smoking Cheese has got a lovely view of this, and 3 barrels down in P7, but look at that, great line there from Bullbeast, top right across the front to who had no answer, and Bullbeast is now only 1 place behind his teammate for P4 here, but his teammate is fighting with Yaka over P3, the final points playing podium position. Fuad then passing Smoking Cheese. Oh my word, it's getting close down here. Fjord and Tommy as well on the back there as Fan might try and take advantage. Meanwhile, Smoking Cheese goes straight through on Fuad. Doesn't really fight it too hard. Jakob is on the back of Ethan. He can't quite catch up enough. Oh, I think there's a spinner down there, and it's Tommy. At turn 12, it's a place where you can quite easily spin. He's come proper. But as we start lap 4 of 29, we've got quite a spaced out field already here. I mean, the top 5 are split by nearly, well, it's at least 8 seconds. Might be a little bit more, as Bjorn's going side by side with Fuad. Oh, but he's gone very deep, Fjord, and Fuad's going to come straight back through. Fan sniffing around as well. These guys in front of him on the hard tyres. Even with Eden's going to take advantage after a poor start. He's looking for an outside line. He's using some of the ERS to try and find a line through. Can he walk all the way around the outside? He's going to have to get up very early in the morning, but he's got the early bird ticket, has he? Or no? He's bought the train ticket on the day. And he's still stuck behind Fjord in P9. When I come to the inside of turn 8, though, he failed on that idea, but the 2 cars in front of him, Fuad especially, going very deep. Oh, but is he going to Alonso the yellow? Oh, no. I thought he was going to do a little bit of an Alonso there, but he's just going to attack through turn 10. Fan is still trying to find a line, spin to fuzzy spot. But he's going to go through now. But here comes Fuad again on the exit. A little bit of a switchback manoeuvre through turn 11. This might not end well through turn 12, and it is not going to. Fjorn has ended up spinning around, and Fan is just going to try and pick up the pieces. He'll be able to get past Fuad pretty quickly here, I should expect. He won't want to overtake before the final corner, or will he? He won't pick up the DRS. Fuad's taking a poor line, but even poorer than Fan. Might succumb under a bit of pressure. Hope spins around at the turn 8. Nice time. Qualified P2. Downhill from there. Right then. Look at the field gaps. They're massive already at lap 5 of 29. Gonna have to see a couple of guys push their way through. Geekin's got a nice lead on Lemons though. I mean, he's doing well here to try and quell the champion. Of course, the champion will come back at him when the strategies are reversed in the second half of this race. But we've got a while to go before that happens. Still got 19 drivers, but I feel like, what can I say? I almost prophesized it. It's Fan on the back of Smoking Cheese hit for P6. Really close to back in, but then he's got a 5-second gap to try and make up to Bull Beast in front. He'll take the DRS. On the back of the Ferrari, and he'll surely flare through here. Nothing smoking CCB, he's going to be able to be in a fight position by the end of the race. Or is he using a bit of the ERS, but he's not going to send it into turn 1. I think the car in front of them is Peter, who knows doing a lap, but race pretty much over for him, unfortunately. Who's that? Oh, Pope leaving the session. I thought someone had retired. I saw the yellow flag, saw a little message at the bottom. But no, Pope has just left the session. It's not been a good race for him. Wasn't very long, that race. Even though he did finish in second place. Oh, there's a spin there. I think that's Peter. I hope he doesn't do anything silly. He's retired the car. It's Fjorn. Fjorn's done something. Here comes Tommy though. Oh, Fjorn has retired on the track. But I think he will get away with that. He's kind of safety car. There is Jaden though. Jaden spun around at turn 12. And he's going to come out in this little battle between the Haas and the Alfa Romeo just in front of him. He gets a good exit out of turn 13 as well. Might be safe from them. Deacon's still pulling on Lemons to the gap at 1.8 seconds now. Imri, though, still on the back of Michelle. Peter is going to come on the car. Yes, he is. He's down to 16. Ryan Staten Watson fighting out. We'll go back to this battle because Tommy's involved in it as well. But he's not going to use an ERS and he's going to scamper away. He might try and make a move here on Jaden. That's a bit late, but Jaden leaves him all the room in the world to try it. Try it and fail it, quite frankly. But he'll give it another go, I'm sure. Peter's car. Sat in the pit lane, it's not ideal. We've got a fuzzy Fox who's coming off the side of the road to kind of get out of the way. And he's now being lapped as well. I mean, look, it's been a horrible race for Wardy. I mean, look at that. He's down in P15. He's just going to be praying for a safety car. In this race, realistically, we only have another 15 rides because of the fact that Sunny Fox is a lap down. Van going quickest though, he's on a charge to try and catch up to Boobies, showing that he has got pace in that Alpine car. Meanwhile, Michelle to the Imri, I should say, to the inside of Michelle, as they're both behind Fuad. Good exit from Imri, but Michelle's got the inside line for turn 2, and he's got a better line to there as well. DRS will help him stay ahead as well. These two are both in the back of the Aston Martin driver. Speaking made a mistake somewhere, I reckon. He's lost a second to Lemons. Turn 9 and turn then. Oh my word, you can see how close Michelle's getting to the back of Fuad. Who goes wide in turn 10. Tommy really close to the back of Watson. He's going to have a lovely exit on the hit for the turn 10. He's got some DRS assistance as well as he comes towards turn 11. He's just pulling ever so slightly. He's going to pull behind now into turn 11. He's taking a lot of inside curve. He's got a lovely inside line ahead of Watson, but who's going to come out on top? It's going to be Tommy. Can't stick it down the inside there. Jaden's first 3 seconds lap into the race. We'll go back to Imri and Michelle here because Imri's trying to find a line. Bulby's fastest lap on a hard. Lemon's on the back as well now. Here he comes then. Oh my word. They're trying to get the slip. Well, Imri's trying to get the slipstream as Michelle comes to the outside of Fuad in turn 1. Oh no! Oh no. Contact there between everyone. But it's Michelle who's come out worse in that. And Imri's just walked through and shaken their hand saying thank you very much. But Michelle won't be too pleased, I don't expect. Can't see him being overly joyed at that scenario. But I'll go to the battle at the front here. Because these two are all of a sudden locked together. Ethan's a few seconds back. Right then. I mean, they're going to come on to start the 10th lap here. Of 29, which means no, we will pass on third distance on this lap. He's going to be in the lead. 11 looks like he wants it to the inside of turn 1. Bulby sets another fastest lap. Geekin tries for the up and under. I don't think he'll have DRS either. No, he won't. Lemons has done this brilliantly. A little bit of contact between the top two, but it's a nice line for Geekin. Out of turn 3 into turn 4 they come though. Neither of them have the DRS, but Geekin's going to try and come round the outside. Can he do it again in turn 4? Little snap of oversteer from Lemons, and he's going to have to back off for this one. So close between those two, but Geekin stays on top for the time being. I mean, the fighting will allow Ethan and Jakob and Bulby back towards this as those three are all quite close together as well. Lemons then. Rounding turn 13. So then, Lemons will try again. I mean, Deacon has now spent a third of this race in the lead. He's going to go to the inside again this time. And I think he might just have taken... allowed Deacon, I should say, to take the DRS, but I'm wrong again. Does Lemons have it? No, neither of them again have it. They're on the run towards turn 4. And Deacon's going to have to try the same move again, and he will be successful. He'll be able to claim the inside line as well for that. Through there. Oh, snap away for Lemons on the exit, but Watson's beating the pit lane that might be the time. But no, he's carrying on. DRS down this straight isn't to make any sort of move. So Deacon will stay safe once again. But I think, what, lap 13, lap 14 is where we're going to see those medium runners pit. Lap 15, lap 16 is where we're going to see those hard runners pit. So there's not that much crossover. You can just see 3rd, 4th and 5th in the background of these two, so they're not that far off. But this is the battle for the win. Lemons, of course, has the upper hand on the tyres. He will be at the end of the race, and he already has 6 wins this season. Deacon's in first. Inside line for Lemons again. 3rd time around. Deacon does the inside line. We'll get a better run through turn 2 and turn 3, but this time he's not got any ERS. And this time he'll try and claim the inside line. He's going to have to try and send it into the corner to keep it. I don't think he'll be able to hit. No. Lemons then cleanly takes the lead. Meanwhile, Jakob did take the lead on Ethan Ed. As fans coming out of the pit lane who will come out just next to Tommy. Into the braking zone of turn 1. I think, yeah, Tommy will be just slightly ahead, and Fan will have to warm up those tyres. But yeah, these two battles at the front for 1st and for 3rd are the ones we're going to be focusing on for, I guess, the majority of the rest of the race. Now, of course, 2nd place team in the Constructors is Alpine, and they are having a horrible night of it, currently only scoring the 2 points now that Fan, well, technically the 4 I should say now, Tommy's ahead. And Lemons is scoring 25, which means it'd be a 21-point swing, which means that the gap between Red Bull and Alpine would be 45, which would mean that Red Bull are Constructors champions. But that's all provisional, that's all just how it stands at the moment. There's no guarantee it'll end like that. As Geekin's going to come into the pit lane early here, lap 12. It was earlier than I expected that to be. Geekin will inherit 3rd, and we'll be able to inherit 2nd if he's able to overtake Jakob. He's going to have to pit soon as well, of course, being on these medium tyres. Some of the RS out of turn 2 and turn 3 now. It's not looking very fruitful. Jumping into turn 4. Deacon's kind of just behind Imri, just annoying him. I mean, he wanted another 2nd, I reckon. Well, another couple of seconds, because then he would have been able to be ahead of him. He wouldn't have to worry about the Williams driver. I mean, the gap between Imri and the car in front is 17 seconds. Legend is drawing back, good to see. under pressure from the team. He's going to come in he'll leave Bullbeast to try and chase after Jakob. Bullbeast now up into the podium positions. First time he's been there all evening long. Of course, started right at the back of the team. Right then. Deakin, those tires might be warm enough for him now. In front of Ethan. His teammate Jaden, only man who hasn't pitted off the medium tyres yet. Is the only other man boarding smoking shoes has pitted. About to start lap 50. 29 with Lemon. Like lap 14. Very early for him. By right, to be trying in front of Imri, which is now trying to chase after the Lemon is coming out. Really ahead of Deacon. Not by terribly far. We'll go back to the battle. There's Lemon in front. You can see them up there. Here comes Deacon. He's got to make this move quick. I don't know why Imri's necessarily fighting this really hard. This isn't his race at all. I mean, he's got to pit, and Deacon's already pit. Contact there. He's going through the corner, and Imri will lose out in the end. Lucky for him, I guess, but you know, it's not his race at all at the moment. His race is with Jaden, realistically. He has not pitted yet. Deacon is 1.6 behind Lemons, which isn't where he'd want to be at all. Yellow flag, I think that was C110B fan actually, and it was spinning around at turn 8. It's really not ideal for his race. He's going to be smoking trees back towards him, but he's 11 seconds behind the car in front of him. Oh, wide from Imri, they're off the track. Meanwhile, Bulby's and Jakob for the lead of this race. Resume battle, Bulby's very late send into turn 1. Jakob wise to it, trying to come across, but no contact is made. Neither driver. Neither driver has anything at ERS either. So then, we've got this little trade of Deacon, Imri and Jaden. Deacon not really able to break away from Imri yet, but Imri and Jaden will both come into the pit lane shortly, you'd expect. 2 hours in. So then, let's look back at Jakob and Bulbies. I mean, they're closer than ever now. Bulbies really is hoping to get the move done, but I mean, they might come in on this lap. It is lap 16. Oh, was Bulbies? Oh, it's so close to disaster there. Jakob is going to come in. Bulbies will stay out for 1 more lap and try the overcut. Not sure how well that'll work for him, but he's going to give it a go. We'll look back for Imri and Jaden to see if they come into the pit lane. Jaden surely must come in soon. Rounding the final corner, Jakob stood on that pit lane. He'll come out behind all three of these guys. Lemon's fastest lap as well, 31.2. But they all stay out another lap. Ethaned will be, well, I think Jakob will be kind of in the middle between the two groups. As Imri to the inside I mean, by rights, Jaden's car should be absolutely roasted, but he's still going to go for the lead on Imri here, using the little bit of ERS advantage that he has over the Williams driver. He's going to have the outside line into turn 4, but can he dance all the way around the outside in that Mercedes car? Gone a little bit too deep, and is he still there? Yes, he is. He'll have an outside line for turn 6, but Imri's still inside. Turn 7 is the left-hander, and Jaden pulls right along, well, more ahead. Imri tries to come back down the inside of turn 8, but it looks like it's going to be Jaden on the traction off the corner who gets the position done. Turn 9 and 10 will be Jaden's corners, and he stays ahead. Bulbies, you can just see on the minimap going through turn 13 now. He's got a 15-second lead, but of course he will have to come into the pit lane. Lemon's then fastest lap once again. As Imri finally blinks and comes into the pit lane. Jaden stays out once again. Bulby's in the pit lane. Onto the medium tyre. Where's he going to come out compared to Jakob? Ahead. Well ahead of Jakob here. Of course, he's going to have to warm those tyres up. Going to allow Jakob back into that DRS window. But he's only about 4 seconds off of Jaden here. Oh, Deacon, I should say. Oh no! Is that Jaden? Oh, Jaden, is that a tyre popped? No, it's not a tyre popped, but he's just spun the car. Those tyres are very much dying. As we are 2/3 of the way through this race, near enough. I think, oh no, we're not anywhere near, are we? Got to be another lap before we're 2/3 of the way through this race. I mean, the battle for the win looks surely over here. I mean, there's 4 seconds between the top two, and the guy in first has the tyre advantage. Jakob then. He's in that DRS with Bulbies. This is for the final podium position. Depending on how well they can catch Deacon, they might be able to fight for second here. Had a good run, really. Of course, he's not in the race, but he could have been. Wilby says, I mean, they're both gaining to Geekin. I think the battle for third is going to be between Geekin and Bulbies here, realistically. Because I think Bulbies will be too thin for Geekin. I can't see him staying ahead for the full complement of laps that we have remaining. 2/3 now of the way through the race. Pretty much 10 laps to go. Are we 2/3 of the way? No, we're not, are we? No, we're not. We have to be sector 1 of lap 20. Right, well, Lemon's going to start 10 laps to go. We'll go back to a little gaggle back here of Smoke Confused Jaden, Fuad and Legends. Bulby's fastest lap in his mission to get towards Geekin. Bullbeast. Oh no! Ooh, that's not going to be very useful. 3-second time penalty for Bullbeast. That's not going to help him out in the slightest. Really could have done without that. Really could have done without that. Oh, and he's retired. Oh no! What's happened here? We've got a virtual safety car and he's crashed it. Full safety car now. It's upgraded itself. Oh my word. Well, I mean, I was saying, oh, his fan has pulled his own pants down there. Do you remember, well, anyone who's watched this whole race might remember me saying that Bullbeast is prone to a bit of an error, and there it is. There it is. He's retired from this race now. It's caused a safety car. It's going to be frantic towards the end. Lemons is going to pit for a soft tyre. It's clever. He can only drop to 4th by pitting. Agikin will also pit. We're going to see if everyone comes in with him. Yakov has to stay down. He's going for the gamble. He's looking for a fresh medium tyre. It is possible that it works for him. But, I mean, the gap was so big. I mean, Imri, Tommy, Legends are so far apart. They can all afford a pit stop. On lap 21 of 29 then. Everyone, well, most people coming to the and Tommy stayed out, but I feel like he's going to be a bit of a sitting duck. Cheese, Phil, Adam, Ward even stayed out. Legends coming to the pit lane. Michelle and Jaden as well. But Jaden's gone to a medium tyre. He's got 13 runners left in this race. Looks increasingly less likely that Red Bull are going to be able to take the Constructors' title tonight. Of course, needing a nice chunk of an advantage. Right then, lap 21, it's still lap 21. I can see Safe coming in the next lap. But Michelle and Jade might have to get a bit of a jiffy on. Get their rear end into gear and try and catch this safety car. So then Jakob, he is leading this race, but of course he's on that medium tyre. The cars behind him are on the softs. It's possible that doesn't go well for him, but I think it will. And I think he may have made the correct choice on this occasion. I know I've seen other not leagues, but other Bahrain races where the drivers who've stayed out have actually done pretty well. I mean, the drivers on the soft tyre haven't really managed, especially by the end of the race, to get past, and they'll be right in the mediums, especially on a relatively fresh medium as well. Actually, seems a little ways back. Right then. So, lap 22 of 29, I think. Oh, the safety car might have to stay out one more lap, but if Michel is quick, he will be able to catch the back. Right, yeah, I think we're going to have to stay out one more lap then. Smoking Cheese... Smoking Cheese is... Comme d'habitude, as they say in France. Not driving as quickly as he should be behind the safety car, and it means we're going to have to stay out another lap. It's a shame that it happens every week. But, you know, what can you do? Right then, start lap 23. We'll come in at the end of lap 23, and there'll be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 6 laps to the end. Right, that's all sorted. Then we can focus on this. 6 laps to go. After the end of this safety car. Tommy, a little bit of a pickle up there on the car time, but he's in P6. Wardy and Fan will be hoping to keep the Constructors' title alive. Legends and Lemons will be hoping that's not possible. Excuse me, that's not possible. Let's see though, I mean, safety car message to come in this lap should be pretty soon. There it is, safety car in this lap then. Jakob will then back the pack up. We're going to have 6 laps to the end. It's going to be a 10-minute sprint from here to the flag. Who's going to come out on top? I think it's going to be Lemons. But I'm not going to make any predictions, of course. Safety car, you'll be able to get going again. Well, early. It's gone very early indeed. I was going to say when the safety car's fully in the pit lane, but Jakob has gone at the first available opportunity. And he's had a fantastic restart, really, from the Ferrari driver. Everyone's been caught napping somewhat, a bit wide off there from, I think it was, I don't know who it was at all. But he's got away very nicely indeed. Imri on the back of Tommy would be one to look out for. Soft to hard is quite a compound difference. Imri as well. Has shown more pace this season than Tommy. Legs and slips to the back. What happened here? Not able to get past this lap is Imri. No moves at all really off of the restart. Legends and Michelle going side by side, and so is Jaden and Wardy. Oh no, Michelle and Wardy. Oh, contact. And Wardy back in front of Legends that he can't get through. But yeah, fighting between those two. The 11s though on the back of Jakob as to be expected. Jakob is holding up Lemons a bit though, so Geekin is able to join the party. Oh, wide from Tommy. Imri looks like he's on the attack. Might try the outside line. He's going to try the outside line into turn 11. Is he going to be able to pull it off? I think... Oh, well. Oh, dear. Well, I think he would have been able to, but he was forced off of the track there by Tommy. Meanwhile, Smoking Cheese and Fuad. That's not the line. Oh, my word. I don't know how he's not spotted that. But Jaden sniffing around. Jaden's not blood in the water. Meanwhile, Lemons is using some ERS to go straight through on Jakob. It's a good place to do it. There's no DRS, of course. He was very able to do it. Deacon knows that if he wants to win this race, he's going to have to get past Suna as well. But he's not going to be able to do it into turn 1. Meanwhile, Fan is on the back of Ethan Ed. Inside of turn 1, a little bit of contact. He's going to have a nice line through 2 and 3. Has he got enough of a run here? He's using the ERS. Deacon in front is going to get past Jakob. But Fan is going to get through here. Put P4 on Ethan Ed. He's up into the top 4, but he's going to got the up and under. He's got a lovely little switch back here, but can Fan keep it? Yes, he can. And moves up into P4. Jakob then is going to have to try and defend his P3 now because Geekin's got past. Spin there from Tommy. So then, 4.5 laps from here to the end. Decide who is going to take the win here. 2 picks up a 3 second, that's not ideal for him. Ideal for Legend and Morley though. Legend and Morley. 2 of the drivers in the constructors battle. So they will take any point they can get. I mean, as it stands, originally without penalties counted, a 13-point swing in favour of Red Bull wouldn't be enough. They need a 20-point swing to take the title. But I mean, a mistake from Fan here would see everything change. But he's trying to get on the back of the Jakob here. He is just straying outside of the DRS. He hasn't come turn 4. But he's just straying outside of that DRS into a Deacon. From here though, these soft tyres should die pretty quickly. So I think Deacon might be able to... well, sorry, Jakob might be able to come back at Deacon. Top 5 are without penalties currently. Smoking Cheese for the battle here. Jaden to the east side of Smoking Cheese. Smoking Cheese trying the up and under, not the battle work through turn 11, and Jaden's up to well. Jaden's penalty should let Smoking Cheese back past him, and the penalty just Wardy. Oh, Wardy's retired. Oh no! Safety car, another safety car! Wow! Well, that's interesting. That's thrown the cat amongst the pigeons. Safety car, and the safety car has to come in at the end of this lap. I don't think it's very smart for Smoking Cheese to pit, considering what he's like under the safety cars. He's going very slowly. Oh, but this is interesting. This is very interesting. Could this have handed the constructors title to Red Bull? It's going to be tight actually. I mean, Legends as it stands, pick up P6 penalties. P6 was P1, is going to be 33 for the fastest lap. Lemons, there we go, that's another point. 26, 34, 12. Brilliant, I mean 33 to 12 would be 21 points, so it would be enough to take the title. Let's see if Smoking Cheese is in any kind of jiffy. He's not. He should catch the back of the pack anyway. By right. And he's in absolutely no rush. I mean, of course, the fuel there. He's in a little bit of trouble with it. And I think he is off a lap over. We should have some, yeah, I think we should have that fuel. There you go, let's try this lap then. Smoking Cheese will catch up to the back of the pack on these fresh soft tyres. But it'll be Lemons who backs the pack up. Short, sharp safety car. And we'll have 2 laps to the end. To decide who's going to be the winner here in Bahrain. Tommy will be able to get back as well. But when does Lemons decide to go? He's going to have to leave it late. He can't go just yet. He's going to go now. He's very lucky how that timed, because he was in a position where it may have been difficult to go when he wanted to. But Geekin is bearing down on him down this straight, saving a bit of the ERS. Lemons using it. And Lemons stays ahead into turn 1. Oh, Tommy not actually quite able to catch him back in the pack. This is chain for him. Oh, Geekin though, that's not the ideal line. As Legends picks up a penalty. And that basically negates all that argument I had for why Rebel will win the Constructors title. Legend is trying to come around the outside of Fuad. Smoking people on a fresh soft, also trying it. Gaggle down here, Michelle as well. The four of them fighting over the same piece of tarmac. Inside line, maybe outside line for Smoking Cheese on Legends, but Legends shoves him out wide. Smoking Cheese won't be too pleased about that. Legends keeps the position. Smoking Cheese though, trying to look for an inside line. Michelle maybe the up and under. Nothing happening for them though. And they all stay in the build order that they were in. Fan then, trying to look for the podium on the Jakob. He's only got another 4 seconds to do it in though. Rounding turn 13 for the penultimate time. Lemons has controlled the lead here. Oh no, crash at the back, big crash at the back. Smoking Cheese involved, Legends involved, and that's just not looking very healthy. Meanwhile, Jaden and Imri side by side. Jaden's on the grass on the outside of turn 1. Meanwhile, this is the more important battle. Fan ahead of Jakob, but Jakob back down the inside of Fan. Let's see if they come through turn 2 and turn 3. He's got the better run. Looks like, oh no, and Fan has spun around, and Jaden's retired from the race down there. That's unlucky for him, but it means that the Constructors is on the line here then for Lemons. There's nothing he can do. He's got 26 points in the bag. 20 points would do it. And I think at the moment, unless... How many penalties does Fuad have? 6 seconds. It's just going to be between Fuad and Fan. If Fan can get into the top 5 here, or top 6 I should say, which is possible, Imri lets him through. I think he's safe by about 7 seconds, 7 tenths I should say at the moment. Fan. But this could be the Constructors title right here in front of our eyes. Let's go back to the interval. As Jakob's not still on the back of Geekin, I said that the tyres might be able to come back, so we might have wanted another lap or two. But I mean, meanwhile, I'm getting bored of it now, quite frankly. It's Lemons. He's going to come out of the final corner. It's round 11 of Season 5, and for the 7th time this season, Lemons wins. And it's Bahrain, his next victim. Geekin second and Jakob will be third, but we await for Fan. Ethan Ed is currently 4th, Fuad is currently 5th, but Michelle is going to take Fuad. Does Fan get Fuad? Yes, he does. And so he picks up 8 points to Lemons' 26. Which means theoretically, it's still alive in the Constructors battle. 8 points to 26 is 18-point difference. Which means that the Constructors battle currently stands at 42-point difference. Which means it is possible. It is possible for Alpine to win, but they need a 1-2. And they need a highest of 10th for Red Bull. But here are your results. I mean, what a race for these guys. Lemons and Geekin 1-2, Jakob in P3, Ethan Ed 4th, Michelle in 5th, Fan 6th, Fuad 7th, and Imri in 8th. Smoking Cheese in 9th, and Legends rounds out the points. Jaden and Tommy didn't find the flag, but they're classified because they finished 90% of the race. Then it was Wardy, Bulbies, Watson, Fuzzy Fox, Bjorn, Peter, and Pope, who all retired from the race. What a race again. Bahrain delivered a good one, as it always does. I'm now going to try and get the top 2 into a party quickly, so that we can go over the race with them. But while we wait, I'll just remind you that we've only got one more race, and that'll be next week at Brazil. I would say Constructors on the line, but I mean, all it takes is Lemons not to crash, and Red Bull should be your Constructors champions. Geekin has joined. We'll await Lemons to enter if he can. Right then, I will just ping Lemons and see if your mic is working. Meanwhile, I'll turn off the party sound for you all. Okay. Fair. Right then, I think it's because you then, Geekin, this evening. Thanks for joining. And yeah, you took a week out, didn't you? But you've returned this week, and P2. I mean, it was a difficult race, but first stint you led for the first third of the race at least, and then the tyres weren't in your favour for the second stint, but you were able to stay relatively close. You were helped by that safety car, but you happy with P2 in the end?
Yeah, very happy, but could have been the win, really. But Lemon's just too fast.
Yeah, I mean I can't disagree
He's
with you
too
there.
quick.
I mean, it's annoying for you now because it means you've got to get a result next week because you're on 99 points at the moment. You're P3 in
Is
the
it still possible I
championship.
get P2? Is it still possible I get P2?
Yes, but you need to win. I think because
Happening.
I think Fan is going to be on 119. Yes, Fan's on 119
Right.
and you're on 99, so you need a 21 point swing or 20 point swing
I'm not
depending on
getting
the
that.
catback. Well, you never know. It's possible, but you've got P3 by a decent chunk ahead of Bull Beast, because he of
Yeah.
course didn't score. He's going to be on 82. You're on 99, so you should be able to keep P3 all going well. But I mean, to be fair, I mean that's Lemons' 7th win of the season, so you've won the best of the rest battle, haven't you?
Yeah, to be fair. Also, I've just tied. I've never finished slower than second in the league. I guess this will be a first.
Yeah. Yeah, well, there you go. So, it could be worse, couldn't it?
Yeah.
But, I mean, well done, mate, on the P2. And, I don't know what to say, really, but I remember back to Austria, you took that podium and you were really surprised by it. But by now,
Yeah.
we're almost expecting you to get those podiums. And it's great to see. So well
Just
done,
don't
mate.
spin me.
I won't talk about you next week. You'll be fine.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, well done, and good luck next week for Brazil, which will be, of course, the final race of season 5. I will not be here, but Zach will be. So you're gonna have to go follow the Zach RC YouTube channel. Subscribe the Zach RC YouTube channel, because he will be doing all of the coverage for that next week. Dean actually might be here on this channel next week, but I don't want to preempt anything. But yes, apologies for not being here. But yes, Red Bull have come within touching distance of the Constructors title thanks to Lemons' 7th win of the season. Well done to Geekin, well done to Jakob on P3 as well. But we'll just have to wait till next week to find out whether Red Bull can clinch that Constructors title. But for myself, it's a very good evening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the week and the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix this weekend.